You are one decision away from a life you do not recognize. Right now, as you listen to my voice, your old life is quietly dying. Most people will let it die in shame. They will drift through 2026 like ghosts, watching everyone else build empires, claim freedom and command respect. But you are not most people. You are here because something deep inside your soul is screaming for a complete reset. You are tired of being the background character in your own story. You are tired of being overlooked, undervalued, and drained by people who do not even deserve your presence. Look at your hands right now. Look at your life. Are you truly living or are you just surviving? There is a dark, uncomfortable truth that nobody in modern society wants to tell you. The world does not pity a weak man. The world does not care about your potential. It only respects results, presence, and power. For years, you have been giving away your precious energy to people who leave you empty. You have been spilling your secrets, seeking validation from those who want to see you fail, and burning your golden years in the fire of comfort. I know this because I lived in that exact darkness. I walked in the shadows where spiritual traps are laid for unsuspecting souls. I spent years in spaces where human energy was manipulated, stolen, and wasted on empty promises. I saw how the unseen forces of this world feed on your noise, your panic, your constant need to be seen. When you speak too early, you give away your authority. When you react to every insult, you surrender your mind. When you live without a disciplined perimeter, you leave your spirit completely exposed to spiritual warfare. Listen closely. The enemy does not fight you with loud explosions. He fights you with subtle distractions. He makes you lazy. He makes you scroll for hours until your brain is numb. He makes you trust people who envy your light. He fills your mind with noise so you can never hear the quiet voice of God guiding you to your true destiny. Do you feel that sudden cold chill in your chest? That is the realization that time is bleeding out. The year 2026 is moving at light speed, and if you do not take control of your atmosphere right now, you will wake up 5 years from now doing the exact same thing, crying the exact same tears, and wondering where your youth went. That is a terrifying trap. Staying the same is not safe. It is dangerous. It is spiritual death, but there is a way out, a complete rebirth, an ancient battle-tested blueprint that strips away the lies and reconstructs your core identity. If you give me 21 days, just 21 days of total, uncompromising discipline, you will rebuild your entire existence. You will walk into rooms and people will feel a sudden shift in the air. You will speak less, but your words will carry the weight of thunder. You will move with the silent authority of someone who has died to their weak self and risen with a divine mandate. Are you ready to pay the price? Or will you close this video and return to the comfortable hell you have gotten used to? Think about where you were 1 year ago. Think about the promises you made to yourself in the middle of the night when the tears were drying on your pillow. You swore you would change. You swore you would step into your power, clean up your finances, guard your heart, and conquer your weakness. And what happened? Life got loud. Society tempted you with cheap dopamine. People dragged you back into their messy, low-value drama. You let down your guard. You opened the gates of your castle and allowed scavengers to walk in and steal your peace. I want you to feel that pain right now. Do not run from it. Let it burn. That pain is fuel. Scripture reminds us that God is not the author of confusion, yet your entire mind has been an arena of chaotic thoughts. Why? Because you have been breaking the law of movement. You have been announcing your moves before you make them. You have been running your mouth to people who are secretly praying for your downfall. In spiritual realms, when you expose your seed before it takes root in the dirt, you invite birds of prey to devour it. That is why your projects die before they launch. That is why your relationships crumble under odd pressures. That is why your motivation vanishes after 3 days of excitement. You are bleeding power because you refuse to move in silence. I remember watching people completely ruin their lives through the trap of pride and premature exposure. I saw individuals with immense divine gifts get completely stripped of their spiritual cover because they could not keep their mouths shut. They wanted applause from fools instead of power from the Creator. They traded their future kingdom for 20 seconds of temporary attention. And the tragic part? Once you lose that sacred cover, the atmosphere around you turns cold. You become a target for every negative energy, every spirit of stagnation, and every demonic delay lurking in the dark. Do you see the danger now? Do you understand why you have been feeling so heavy, so exhausted, and so disconnected from your purpose? It is time to close the doors. It is time to shut down the broadcast. Starting today, for the next 21 days, we are going to implement the protocol of silent reconstruction. 21 days is the exact biological and spiritual window required to break demonic cycles, rewire your neural pathways, and build a magnetic presence that commands respect without saying a word. But there is a catch. Most people who attempt this fail miserably on day 4. They get lonely. They miss the cheap drama. They miss the fake friends who only call them when they need something. They cannot handle the intense, piercing silence of their own mind. If you cannot sit in a quiet room alone with your thoughts for 30 minutes, you are not free. You are a prisoner in your own skin. Listen to me very carefully. The first pillar of this 21-day rebirth is absolute verbal fasting. For 21 days, you speak only when it is necessary, accurate, and constructive. No idle chatter. No gossiping about people who do not matter. No complaining about your circumstances. No explaining yourself to people who are determined to misunderstand you. When someone tries to drag you into a foolish argument, you look at them with calm, unbothered eyes, and you say nothing. Let them sit in the weight of your silence. Silence confuses the enemy. Silence creates a vacuum of mystery that makes high-value people respect you and toxic people fear you. When you stop over-explaining yourself, your energy stops leaking. You become an unshakable fortress. Proverbs teaches us that even a fool is thought wise if he keeps silent, and discerning if he holds his tongue. Think about the raw power in that truth. You don't need to prove your intelligence to anyone. You don't need to win online arguments with strangers who have nothing to lose. Every time you open your mouth to defend your worth to a low-value person, you lower your frequency to match theirs. Why are you wrestling in the mud with pigs when you were called to rule in high places? Stop giving away your gold to people who only understand dust. The second pillar of this transformation is the purification of your physical and digital temple. For 21 days, you cut off every source of cheap, fake stimulation. No mind-numbing social media scrolling. No watching filthy, hyper-sexualized content that drains your spiritual authority. No putting toxic, highly processed poison into your body. Your body is the vessel that carries your divine assignment on this earth. When your body is sluggish, your mind is clouded. When your mind is clouded, you cannot discern spiritual attacks from genuine opportunities. Every single morning for the next 21 days, you wake up before the sun. You do not touch your phone. The moment you look at your screen in the morning, you surrender your brain to the demands, opinions, and agendas of the world. Instead, you rise, you fall to your knees, and you connect with your Creator. You claim your territory in the spirit before the day even begins. You pour cold water over your face to awaken your nervous system. You move your body until sweat drips from your brow. You train yourself to endure discomfort, because a person who cannot master their own physical body will be easily conquered by the slightest test in the real world. If you cannot say no to a slice of cake or an hour of mindless entertainment, how do you expect to build a multi-million-dollar legacy? How do you expect to stand strong when real spiritual warfare comes to break your home? The third pillar is the mastery of silent execution. You work in the dark. For 21 days, you build your skills, your business, your body, and your mind with zero public announcements. Do not post your workout videos. Do not share your business ideas on social media. Do not tell your family members about the big moves you are planning to make in 2026. Let your progress remain completely invisible until the results are too massive to be hidden. When a seed is planted in the earth, it works in absolute dark, damp, cold conditions. It doesn't cry out for sunshine while it is down in the dirt breaking its shell. It endures the dark process until it breaks through the soil as a towering tree that can shelter nations. You must become like that seed. You must love the dark room of preparation. You must find intense, addicting joy in the quiet daily grind that nobody sees, nobody praises, and nobody validates. Most people get this completely wrong. They think high value is about wearing expensive designer clothes, driving rented luxury cars, and shouting their achievements from the rooftops. That is not high value. That is desperate insecurity screaming for attention. True high value is an unseen aura. It is the steady, unshakable calm of a person who knows God is on their side, who has conquered their lower desires, and who possesses skills so sharp that the world has no choice but to pay them. Can you feel the shift happening inside you right now as you digest these words? That fire burning in your belly is not an accident. That is your true identity waking up from a long, painful sleep. You have been asleep for too long. You have allowed weak habits and negative thoughts to rent free space inside your head. You have accepted breadcrumbs when God prepared a massive banquet table for you in the presence of your enemies. Look around you. Look at the state of the world in 2026. People are more anxious, more distracted, and more spiritually broke than ever before. They are walking around like zombies, glued to glowing pieces of glass, eating fake food, chasing fake relationships, and living fake lives. They are empty shells easily pushed around by fear and dark trends. If you continue to follow the crowd, you will inherit the exact same misery that the crowd suffers from. You must break away from the herd today. If you ignore this call, if you dismiss this video as just another piece of online motivation and go right back to your old lazy routine, know this: the price of inaction is far heavier than the price of discipline. If you do not change today, 6 months from now, you will be sitting in the exact same spot, dealing with the exact same disrespect, suffering from the exact same poverty of mind and spirit. You will watch other people who took action take your territory, claim your blessings, and live the life you were supposed to live. You will carry the agonizing weight of regret, knowing that you had the opportunity to rebuild your life in 21 days, but you were too soft, too distracted, and too weak to execute. Is that the ending you want for your life? Do you want to die with your music still inside you? No, absolutely not. The spirit of weakness stops here today. The spirit of delay, confusion, and fear is broken off your life starting right now. From this second forward, you step into the perimeter of light, silence, and divine power. Repeat these truths inside your mind until they bleed into your bloodstream. I am no longer available for cheap drama. I am no longer seeking validation from people who cannot save me. My energy is sacred. My focus is laser sharp. My move is silent. My victory is inevitable. For the next 21 days, you walk with your head held high, your mouth shut, your eyes focused on the mission, and your heart anchored in prayer. When spirit forces of laziness try to drag you down, you stand firm and declare your divine authority. You command every dark cloud of depression and self-doubt to scatter in the presence of God's power. You are a warrior, forged in the fire of adversity, designed to dominate, lead, and shine in these dark times. When you complete these 21 days, you will not just be a better version of yourself. You will be an entirely different creature. Your eyes will hold a deep, dangerous clarity. Your presence will feel magnetic and heavy with authority. People will look at you and know, without you saying a single word, that you are someone who has walked through the fire and emerged with pure, unyielding gold. This is your moment. 2026 is your year of silent, unstoppable dominion. Do not let this flame burn out when the screen goes dark. Take action right now. Claim this energy before you leave. Write it down in your heart. Write it down in the comments below. Let the universe and every spiritual realm know that you are stepping into your true authority. Write "I am unstoppable" and leave your amen in the comments to seal this covenant today. Like this video to anchor your commitment, and subscribe to join the elite brotherhood of silent conquerors who are rebuilding their lives from the ground up. Walk in silence, build in power, win in divine light. Your new life starts now.